ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Namaste to all. I got a message from one Muslim brother saying that he converted from Hinduism to Islam and he found the 14th chapter, Light of Truth. The arguments put forward by Swami Dayananda Saraswati, they are very weak, and he wanted to discuss with me. And then I replied to him, there is no point in discussing, bro, because right from the name of Paramatma, everything is different in both the books. There is no point in discussing that as per me. And also, we must not spend time on those things which is not going to help you in your moksha. This is my personal wish. And so I have stopped actually talking to people for quite some time. I mean, I talk to people only for the main subject, if it is related to Vedic Dharma, and also if there are some issues and then I know something, some solution from my Acharya's knowledge, I try to speak to them. Otherwise, I try to not to speak to people. So that's why I don't want. He said, no, we can just make it short. And then he mentioned a message that it's only about the first sentence, the very first statement of Maharishi. We can spend some time to understand and argue, he was mentioning. So anyways, I want to actually clarify. I made a video on the first statement also because I was seeing I forgot the name, the Muslim scholars video where he was arguing that, see, the very first statement of Quran is very similar. Logic is the very first statement of Rigveda also is very similar. Quran says, in the name of Allah, the most compassionate and most merciful, all praise is for Allah, Lord of all the worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, master of day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you have displeased with, or those who are astray. And further it says, this is the book, there is no doubt about it, a guide for those mindful of Allah. So Maharishi would have written that, in the name of Allah, somebody is writing a book. So that clearly shows that this is not a Paramatma's work. If somebody is writing a book in the name of Allah, so he has mentioned in Light of Truth. So that Muslim scholar, and I hope this gentleman also who sent me a message, they said that, see, you read the first mantra of Rigveda, Agnimide Purohitam Yajnasya Devam Ritwijam Hotaram Ratnadatamam, right? In the mantra, Agnimide, I desire that Paramatma. Agnimide means, Ide means Icha, desire. And Agni means Paramatma. And Aham is I. Aham is silent in the Sanskrit grammar. So Aham Agnimide. So I desire that Paramatma who is the creator of the universe, who is worshipable, adorable, etc., 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 the mantra says. So that means the argument from that person was like this. So here also the mantra says, I desire Paramatma. That means it's not Paramatma who is revealing, somebody else is writing the book. So similarly, somebody else, the prophet, is giving this knowledge. So that was the argument. You cannot say that Agnimide Purohitam also is in the same tone only, and here also it is in the same tone only. You cannot say that one book is not from Paramatma and one book is from Paramatma. That was their argument. So see, the point I want to clarify here is to understand Maharishi's words. See, Vidwanon ke baat kya hota na? These people, when you speak to a Vidwan, sometimes they come to your level and talk. Sometimes they talk at their level. If you read Patanjaliji Yoga Darshanam, the first pada, which is called as Samadhi Pad, the starting of Yoga Darshana starts from Samadhi. The starting of Yoga Darshana starts from the final goal of our human life. Normally, we all study A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then first standard, second standard, third standard, 11th standard, then university, then, PhD, etc. We go from LKG to PhD. But the starting of Yoga Darshana is from PhD. So, to understand Yoga Darshana, we must be of that PhD level, the first Samadhi path. So, why I am saying this is to understand Maharishi's statement, we must have a thorough understanding of who Maharishi was. Maharishi did not, just like that write that statement. The understanding he had was very clear that Vedas are revealed inside every human being. But whereas the understanding of Quran is very clear, Here it is mentioned in the surah, in the second chapter of Quran, Al-Baqarah, it is very clearly mentioned, and who believe in what has been revealed to you, O Prophet, and what was revealed before you, and have sure faith in the hereafter. So this knowledge of Quran is revealed to the Prophet only. But whereas Vedas very clearly says this knowledge of the Vedas is realized by everybody in Samadhi. Anybody, when they attain purity, when they do intense Ashtanga Yoga Tapasya, when they dedicate themselves to Paramatma, when they have Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhanani Satya Himsa Astaya Aparigra Brahmachari ityadi, the Dharma Lakshanas in their life, and they follow the Tapasya, then when the yoga chitta vritti nirodha, when their mind comes to a stop, chitta vritti nirodha means stoppage of chitta vritti. When that stage happens, that person Jivatma attains Samadhi, and inside Samadhi Paramatma reveals the same knowledge of the Vedas. Whether you are a Muslim follower or a Christian follower or a Hindu follower does not matter. If you follow this path, you will get the revelation of the Vedas. Whereas if you take the Quran perspective, it is revealed only to the Prophet. Quran will not be revealed to any other Muslim now. Quran is revealed to Prophet, and Prophet is the one who told this to Prophet Muhammad Sahib. He told this knowledge to his disciples or followers, etc. So the understanding is Aham Agni Mide, I desire that Paramatma statement is a statement of every Jivatma, right? But I start this book in the name of Allah most merciful is a statement of one person, because that book is revealed to only that person. Whereas Aham Agni Mide, whoever Rishi Munis have gone till date, and today we are worshipping Paramatma, we also will become one day Rishi Muni, and the same knowledge will be revealed to Paramatma inside in Samadhi. Mahacharya told, when I attained the Samadhi, I was amazed, I was astonished. In Samadhi, I got the knowledge of Vedas directly from Paramatma. I was amazed. I did not even know kya ho raha hai mere saath. So this is the proof, the living proof of Vedas is a living Rishi. So Maharishi's statement, why he mentioned like this, is because he has this thorough understanding that, see, you are comparing a book written by a human being, and you are comparing to a knowledge revealed by Paramatma, which is revealed even to you, the person who is reading, who says that I have converted to Islam. You can convert to Islam, but when you adopt Vedic Dharma in your life, even if you are an Islamic follower, when you adopt Vedic Dharma in your life, you will also attain Samadhi, and you will get the same knowledge directly from Paramatma. Can you tell me any statement in Quran which says that the same knowledge what I have revealed to Prophet Muhammad will also be revealed inside your hearts when you attain Samadhi? Is there any statement in Quran? No. So that is the reason why I don't want to take one by one and then say, this is what Maharishi has told, this is what you have told. I don't want to do that. It's a waste of time. Because anyways, by listening to this video, nobody is going to get converted to Hinduism, or there is no use for this video, to be honest. But why I make this video is to tell you that, it's not that, I am afraid to talk to you, nothing like that. Well, I welcome you, you follow your own book. If you are satisfied with Quran more than any other book what you have read in Hinduism, go ahead, nobody is stopping you, even Paramatma will not stop you. And there was another question from another gentleman, that Apastamba Sutra speaks about eating beef, and some other book speaks about eating beef, and I saw in a Muslim channel. What is your answer to this? Yes, see, I replied to him, there are so many books which have been like a clean water can be contaminated. So many books which are written by Rishi Munis have been contaminated, including Manusmriti, you see 5th chapter, last shlokas, you will see about eating non-veg. But why? Because these are the shlokas written and added later on. How do I know that? I know that because when you compare with the Vedas, it is not tallying, so naturally somebody else has added it. So we must use our intelligence. Apastamba Sutra, the Rishi, the real sutras, he did not speak about these things. Somebody else has added in a later point of time. India was invaded. Our country was invaded by so many foreign rulers. Only few of them we know from the textbooks. Okay, Greek came in, Mohammedans came in, and another people, somebody came into our country. Only few of them we know. Thousands of invaders had come. We have not, those data have been erased. Lost over a period of time. And whenever somebody come inside their country, their main aim was why India is so flourishing. So they always understood that it is due to the dharma, it is due to their Vedas. So let us try to pollute their scriptures. So the effort was taken along a long time to pollute our scriptures. So Apastamba Sutra has got those slokas of beef eating. I'm not amazed. We must use our intelligence and go back to Paramatma. And Paramatma says ahimsa paramo dharma. The first and foremost step in your life is to follow ahimsa. You cannot kill any animal unless and otherwise that animal is coming to kill you. Yes, in that case, suppose a snake is coming to bite you. You are sitting in your house. A snake is here. It is coming to bite you. Kill that snake mercilessly. Immediately kill that snake. This is not himsa. This is ahimsa only, because you are protecting your life, which is more valuable than the snake life. But if you are going to jungle and sitting near the snake's place, there you cannot kill the snake. It is their house. In your house it has come, you kill it. But the book Quran says you eat beef, you eat this, that. I have created a cow for you. You eat beef. So you can kill any animal and eat, except for pig. Many animals you can eat. This is not the Vedic Dharma. Vedic Dharma says ahimsa. You cannot kill other animal and increase your flesh. Then people say, no, how you will get protein? How will you get this, that? Without protein only, people have lived hundreds of years, is it? In the past, Vyas Muni lived up to 275 years. Bhishma Pitamaha was fighting war at 175 years. No, they all people eat beef. People will say, no, they eat beef. Nobody can eat beef and then live up to 175 years and then become a tapasvi and then become a Vedvidwan. Please understand that. So, beef eating is not only beef eating. Eating animal flesh is prohibited in the Vedic Dharma. If you find any slokas which says to eat beef, then you must ignore that sloka. It is an after addition. Clean water will get contaminated. If water is contaminated, will you not drink water? You will still drink. How? By filtering it. So similarly, you must do the same formula. So, and another question that came to me was from the another person. I think maybe he is also a Muslim gentleman. He was asking that Maharishi Patanjali was a Purohit in Ashwamedha Yajna hosted by Pushyamitra Shunga in 2nd century. Maharishi Patanjali was the Purohit in 2nd century. Then how Vedvyas wrote a Yoga Sutra commentary of Maharishi Patanjali several thousand years back? So, see, I do not know where from you get this information. You go to Google and then you would have searched something. You have read some book written by somebody else. Maharishi Patanjali was a Purohit so many 100 years back. Then how 5000 years back Vyas Muni wrote the Bhashya of Maharishi Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. So naturally you have to use your sense that the information what you have read about this Ashwamedha Yajna is wrong, or maybe there is another Patanjali Rishi. As per me, no, because Patanjali is not the real name. Patanjali means Patanjali, Patanjal Maharishi. Patanjali means this supreme yogi is Patanjali. One who has attained Supreme Samadhi, even a current Acharya who has attained Supreme Samadhi is Patanjali only. So, Patanjali is a title given to a Supreme Yogi. So, Maharishi Patanjali coming as a Purohit now recently, and whereas the book he has written existed 5000 years back. How it is possible? It is not possible. So, naturally use your common sense and saying that somewhere the information is wrong. Vyas Muni wrote Mahabharata. Vyas Muni wrote commentary of Patanjali Yoga Darshan. Vyas Muni also wrote commentary of his own Shishya's book. His own Shishya was Gemini Maharishi. Gemini Maharishi's book also commented by Vyas Muni. Bhashya he had written. And Vyas Muni compiled all the 4 Vedas. Vyas Muni lived in Dwapara Yuga during Mahabharata time 5300 years back. So naturally Patanjali Rishi was existing before Vyas Muni naturally. This is all we must try to understand. And lastly, one more question was about women cooking during the menstruation time. It is prohibited in the Vedas, but then now women are saying, in my house also women are saying that you are living in age old time. This if I am not cooking, who will cook? You do not know cooking. If I am not cooking, who will cook? So right, see, basically Vedas, Shastras very clearly say that a woman must try to avoid to go to kitchen and should not do work during this time. She should take rest. This is Shastra's vachan. But if the woman is going to cook, what we must do, I mean, we must come into a kind of compromise only in this case. I cannot tell anything. I mean, Vedas very clearly prohibit women to go to kitchen during this time. One of the reason is because, I don't want to tell what happens in those times, but if you are matured enough, you understand. So outflow is happening. So the blood might slip, and then on the floor it might slip. Maybe possibilities are there. You would have seen in some pictures also that the girl is walking, and then the blood is there in the place where she was sitting. So I mean, so Paramatma is giving extra caution that you must try to secure purity there. So that is the reason Paramatma has avoided, and Rishis has avoided, that if you are in the period's time, so do not go and cook, let somebody else cook. But in today's situation, only husband, wife and small children is there. The husband cannot cook. Husband does not know to cook. What we have to do? So one option is you can employ a maid during those 3 days. That is one of the option. If you want to follow Paramatma strictly, employ a maid during those days where and check, and the wife can check with the maid that you are not in menstruation time, right? No, I'm not. So please cook for me. I will give you so much money. 3 days, I'll give you so much money. Please come for 3 days. Or then you will have a maid in your house. You can train that maid that during this time of my wife, you have to cook for us. So you can try to employ and still follow the Paramatma Agya during this time. This is what I can say. I hope I have not hurted the sentiments of the Muslim fellow, but the only point I would say is, if you want to follow Islam religion, please follow. Even Paramatma will not stop you. Paramatma will not stop you from doing adharma, because Paramatma says in the Vedas, you have all the rights, but I have given you common sense. Please understand the common sense. When you buy a mobile phone, the booklet for operating the mobile phone comes. I bought a DJ mic recently. When I opened the book, there was a QR code saying that scan this QR code to understand how to operate this DJI. It was mentioned inside. So the manual comes along with the DJI mic. Similarly, Paramatma creates the universe, the manual for operating the universe. That means we are living in the universe. The manual for operating your body, manual for operating your mind is given in the Vedas. Today, the most of the problem is we are using our mind without knowing how to operate our mind. The manual is there in Vedas, but we don't study Vedas to operate our mind. We don't study Vedas to operate our body. So when you follow the instructions of Paramatma, everything will be taken care by Paramatma, and that instruction manual is only Vedas. And Paramatma does not change the manual from time to time. I bought the mic. Mic is, that's all. This is the operation. I learned it. I'm using it. That's it. Same thing. The universe, Surya Chandra Masaudata Yata Purvam Akalpayat. Paramatma says not only in this Srishti, even in the next Srishti, even in the previous Srishti, the same manual was existing. So Vedas are indestructible, eternal. And all the other books, including the Quran, is destructible and very, very temporary and written by human beings. If it is written by a Rishi Muni, we can read. If it is not written by a Rishi Muni, we should not read. This is Paramatma's Agya in the Vedas. So as per me, Quran is not written by a Rishi Muni. As per me, we should not read the Quran. But if you wish to read the Quran and follow it, it's your own wish. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.